Alright, thanks for coming back and checking us out. Here's a little more update on the possible layout. Go over my plans right here. So again, I talked about my Hot Wheel track. Is actually this part here I'm going to elevate up to where it's going to come down, tie right into here. The Hot Wheel track will come around here, and my finish line will be about here. Then I'm going to have it narrowed down to single lane and loop back right around to where it'll be a single lane and your cars will line up at the end right here is what the idea is. So the slot car track, my idea, you can come down through here, get the outside coming around. That will be obviously a little better back there, coming back through, and then it'll tie back in here. Have a little chicane type area to come around. Now, this part here, through this back stretch, I'm going to plan on having it come up to a 2-inch elevation, because on that back I'm going to have 2 inches there. That's what my double rail train will run on. I'm going to have one of the rails go back behind and come out like we've talked about before. Then a single rail will stay along here, and they'll both tie back together here, do a bridge over my Hot Wheel track, and then again this will be 2 inches above here, coming down and looping back around. So I'll have two train laps or train loops going through there. We'll see if everything turns out. I got to test out this track yet. I'll put some power to it and run some cars, make sure it's a decent handling track, and stay tuned for some more updates. Alright, I'm going to attempt a little track test here, racing and holding the camera at the same time, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, so that'll be the run. Now that I got things kind of laid out, still got to try to get this worked out for my finish line for the track circling back around. But like I said, that'll come around from over there. This back part's going to have the 2-inch coming up along with the train. So I got to get all that. So now that I have this laid out, I got to do a little work up here. I think I'm going to take that farm area out and carve it out a little bit different and make a pond up there. And then so once I do that and I don't have to get as far in there anymore, I'll work on doing that. But then after I get that done, then I'll be able to put the actual, I'm going to put 1-inch foam board down on top of this plywood here. And then I'll be able to start working the risers up on the back side and doing the train bed coming around, because so the train bed's going to be another 2 inches up from that. So making progress. Alright, as far as my end piece goes down here, I've been working with same guy I've worked with in the past. There's this Spoolheads Racing. So he's designing my loop that's going to come off here, circle right back around, and then it'll be a single lane for the finishers to line up on right here. So you'll have the finish line, and then the actual finishing cars will slow down greatly in this turn here and stop right here. So that's how the end of the track is going to be. He's very close to that, so we'll be getting that printed and be able to show that on here eventually. But that's going across very well. The next thing I also have printed, so like I talked about on this back wall, I'm going to have a 1 to 2 inch riser, I don't know yet, coming up for the train bed to be on. And like this part here will be a double rails, but I'm going to have a flat face coming down right before the track, so I'm trying to decide on what kind of face to put on that. So these are my two options. My wife, who is definitely more of an artist than I am, likes this one better than this one here. So I think the face of all that is going to look like this, so that'll come all the way down and around the curve. All that'll have that face on it. Then obviously I'll have a tunnel that'll go in there for the train as well, and a tunnel coming out back over here. So those are the things I'm going to start printing, those faces probably, and so I'm going to need a whole bunch of them. And then after that I'm going to have to actually take this board actually out, because as you can see that's kind of cut out there. I'll need to stand right there to do that work that I want to do by changing that to a lake up there. So once I get that done, because obviously it's very hard to reach in there, if I don't do that, so I'll get that area totally done, and then I should be able to work on getting this put back in place and working with my train tunnel and all that kind of stuff. I want to finish off this video showing I had a viewer comment about on the die-cast side of things. Anybody that watches 3D Bot Maker will know about Crazy Jimmy. So Crazy Jimmy is famous for his crashing in his Fiero. So I want to make sure I do a shout out for a Fiero. This is my Tyco Fiero. I had a Hot Wheel too. It's hidden somewhere. I can't find it. I was looking for it. Can't find it anywhere. But so here's a shout out to Crazy Jimmy and his Fiero. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you come back and check out more videos, and make sure you like and subscribe.